Your cat may never say it out loud, but there are secret signs it uses only to honor its favorite human, and you might be that person without even realizing it. As someone who has spent years observing the silent behavior of cats, I can tell you that what they don't say often reveals far more than what they do. Cats live in a world of unspoken gestures, rituals, and emotional codes that only a few people ever notice. Today, you're about to uncover the 5 secret signs cats reserve exclusively for the human they most respect, trust, and choose. Because when a cat honors someone, it goes far beyond anything words could ever express. If you truly love your cat and want to understand these quiet gestures, make sure to like this video and subscribe. You'll start seeing your feline friend in a completely new light. Gatos don't show favoritism the way humans do. They don't smile or hug. They perform small, deliberate rituals passed down from their wild ancestors. Each gesture is a silent message, a mark of belonging. And here's the most surprising part. Most cat owners never notice when they're being honored by their own pet. Now, pay attention to these moments. The 5 signs you're about to discover may seem ordinary on the surface, but each one carries deep meaning within the feline heart. They are proof that your cat doesn't just tolerate you, it reveres you in ways that few people ever earn. The first secret sign your cat uses to honor you is the ritual of the guarded rest. It may look like your cat is simply sleeping near you, on the floor, at the foot of the bed, or a few steps from where you usually sit. But what's really happening is far older and deeper than comfort. This is a quiet tribute, a behavior inherited from the time when wildcats guarded those they respected most. In feline colonies, only the most trusted members were allowed to rest near the leader, not to seek protection, but to offer it. By resting within reach of your space, your cat is performing an act of silent guardianship. It positions itself where it can sense your movement, hear your breath, and react to your absence instantly. This isn't dependence, it's loyalty. In feline logic, choosing to rest close, not on you, not for warmth, but near enough to stand guard, is a declaration of honor. You might notice your cat always picks a spot that gives it a partial view of you. It may look like coincidence, but it's instinctive strategy. A cat that sleeps facing your direction or places its back toward a door while you're in the room is essentially saying, "You are under my watch. I rest so you can rest." It's the kind of devotion few people recognize, but every cat means it. This ritual appears in different ways depending on personality. A more confident cat might lie at your feet or behind your chair. A shy or independent one may keep a slight distance, yet always in sight. What matters isn't the distance, it's the alignment. They choose positions of awareness, not relaxation. They are with you, but also for you. To identify this gesture, watch your cat's sleeping habits. Notice if it changes its resting spot depending on where you go. When you move to another room, does it quietly follow, settle again, and close its eyes only after you've settled? That's not attachment, that's ritual. It's your cat performing a small ceremony of loyalty, repeating the same behavior its ancestors did when they watched over those they respected most. So the next time you find your cat quietly napping nearby, don't mistake it for indifference. It's not being lazy, it's standing guard in the calmest way possible. That's your first sign, the silent guard of honor. It's how your cat tells you, without sound or gesture, "You are my chosen human, and I watch over you." The second secret sign your cat uses to honor its favorite human is something most people misread completely: the ritual of the silent gift. This isn't always about bringing a toy or a prey. Sometimes it's much subtler, almost invisible. It's the moment your cat leaves behind something of its own, a whisker, a favorite sleeping spot, or even its scent in a place that belongs specifically to you. To an untrained eye, it's random, but in feline culture, this act is a quiet offering, a gesture of recognition and alliance. In the wild, cats share gifts not for affection, but for hierarchy. Lower-ranking members present objects, prey, or scent marks to those they respect. It's a symbolic tribute, a way to acknowledge another being's importance without confrontation. When your cat places its toy near your pillow, sleeps on your folded clothes, or rubs its face against an item you use daily, it's leaving a part of its identity behind. It's not just marking territory, it's saying, "This belongs to us now." Behaviorists often describe this as affective merging, where a cat integrates the human scent with its own. But underneath that science lies emotion. Cats don't share scent with everyone, only with those they consider part of their inner circle. By depositing its scent on your belongings, your cat is performing an ancestral ritual of inclusion, welcoming you into its private world. Some cats elevate this gesture even further. They'll bring what behaviorists call transferred objects, a toy, a leaf, or a piece of cloth they moved from their resting area to yours. To a human, it's meaningless clutter. To the cat, it's a formal act, an offering to the leader they've chosen. It's their way of saying, "You are important enough to receive something from my domain." You can recognize this act of honor by how deliberate it feels. The item always ends up near your usual spots, on your chair, on your bed, or next to your shoes. Sometimes the cat waits until you notice it and watches your reaction from a distance. That stare isn't expectation, it's ceremony. It's witnessing whether you've received what it offered. So the next time you find your cat's toy resting quietly beside something personal of yours, don't see that as a mess. That's a tribute. Your cat isn't asking for praise. It's expressing reverence. It's saying, "You are the heart of my territory. I honor you with something from mine." The third secret sign your cat uses to honor its chosen human is the gesture of the lowered head. It may happen when you approach it slowly, speak softly, or simply enter the room. For a brief moment, the cat pauses, its ears relax, and its head dips slightly before it resumes whatever it was doing. To many, it looks like nothing, but in feline language, this is one of the purest expressions of voluntary submission and acknowledgement of respect. Among cats, lowering the head is not weakness, it's ceremony. In multi-cat colonies, subordinates perform this subtle motion when a respected member enters their space, signaling peaceful coexistence and trust. It's a ritual of hierarchy without conflict. When your cat does this to you, it's silently telling you, "I recognize you as my superior, but by choice, not fear." This movement may be brief, just a tiny tilt or a soft blink paired with lowered ears, but it carries enormous meaning. It's your cat's way of saying that you've earned its respect not by dominance, but by harmony. In the feline world, honor is not given to the strongest. It's given to the one who brings calm. What makes this behavior extraordinary is that it appears only in relationships built on mutual understanding. Cats that feel threatened never expose their head or neck, the most vulnerable part of their body. So when your cat bows its head slightly near you, it's performing an ancient act of deference, the same ritual once observed in wild cats who honored the presence of a trusted leader or elder. You might notice it most clearly in everyday situations, when you bend down to tie your shoes and your cat remains still, lowering its head instead of retreating, when you reach to pet it and it keeps its head bound, eyes soft, or when it rests on your lap, chin down, completely exposed. These are all small ceremonies of respect, gestures that tell you, "I am safe under your care. You are worthy of my surrender." To identify this act, focus on timing. It often happens in moments of calm exchange, not during play or affection. It's quiet, deliberate, and always followed by stillness. If you speak softly, your cat may respond with a blink and a bow, as if acknowledging your voice as a familiar command it honors, not obeys. In human eyes, it's a small, almost invisible motion, but in the language of cats, it's profound. It's your cat's way of offering you reverence, a recognition of your emotional leadership. That slight tilt of the head isn't submission, it's homage. It's your cat saying, "You bring balance to my world, and I honor that peace." The fourth secret sign your cat uses to honor its favorite human is the offering of the exposed side. It's not just when your cat rolls onto its back. That's a surface-level display most people already know. This gesture goes deeper. It's when your cat turns slightly onto its side and stays still in your presence, with its stomach half exposed and its spine curved towards you. It's not asking for a belly rub. It's offering access to its most vulnerable line of defense. That posture is not submission, it's tribute. In feline communication, lying partially on the side is a position of trust reserved for the few. Among cats, this gesture is shown only during fragile moments of alliance. It means, I believe you will not take advantage of my weakness. For a predator that depends on reflex and precision to survive, to expose its side near another being is equivalent to a silent oath. It's a way of saying, you are safe to be near my heart. Behaviorists who study intercat relationships have observed that this position usually happens during truce rituals, when two cats decide to end confrontation and form a peaceful coexistence. So when your pet assumes that posture next to you, it's performing the same symbolic act. It's a physical translation of trust, loyalty, and recognition that you hold a place of emotional authority. You've become part of its inner circle, the level where no defense is needed. What makes this moment unique is the subtlety. It's not dramatic. It's calm, deliberate, and often fleeting. Your cat may lie like this when you're reading, typing, or watching TV, always when your energy is steady. It aligns its breathing with yours, sometimes synchronizing the rhythm unconsciously. That alignment is a hidden form of communication, a quiet calibration that signals harmony between two beings who coexist without tension. You can recognize this sign by how your cat positions itself. The side facing you will often have a relaxed paw slightly extended, the tail softly curled toward the body. There's no tension, no guarded stare, just a steady awareness of your presence. If you shift slightly, the cat's eyes may open, but it won't move away. It's not resting, it's allowing. That's the essence of this ritual. Permission to be vulnerable under your gaze. This is how a cat pays silent tribute to its chosen human, by lowering every instinct that once kept it alive. It's not affection alone, it's reverence. A quiet acknowledgement that your presence has earned the highest level of trust possible. When a cat lies on its side facing you, it's telling you, without a sound, I no longer need to protect myself from you. You've become part of my safety. That's not just love, that's honor in its purest form.
The fifth and most powerful sign your cat uses to honor its favorite human happens when you're not even awake to see it. The ceremony of the night watch. Few people ever realize it's happening, but for many cats, it's the most sacred ritual of all. It takes place quietly, while the house is still and you're sleeping. Your cat positions itself nearby, sometimes at the edge of your bed, sometimes just outside your door, and stays alert through part of the night. It's not waiting for food or movement. It's standing guard. In the wild, cats sleep in shifts. One member of a bonded group always keeps watch while others rest. This instinct has never disappeared. It's just been rewritten by domestication. When a cat feels a bond so deep that it identifies a human as its core companion, it revives that ancient instinct, protecting the chosen one during their most vulnerable state. It's an unspoken form of devotion. I stay awake so you can sleep. You may have noticed subtle clues, the faint sound of paws repositioning near your bed, or the soft weight of your cat sitting by the window while you rest. Sometimes it perches in the hallway, not in comfort, but in readiness. It listens to every sound, watching for disturbances. The moment you stir, it shifts position. This isn't coincidence, it's guardianship. It's your cat performing its nightly duty of honor, just as its ancestors once did for those they trusted most. Behaviorally, this act is astonishing. A cat that sacrifices part of its sleep cycle to maintain vigilance isn't doing so for entertainment. It's instinctive loyalty, reborn in a domestic world. In feline psychology, the one they protect during rest is the one they have accepted as their family leader. It's a role earned through emotional consistency, calm energy, and mutual respect, never through force. You'll know this is happening when your cat consistently appears in the same spot after dark. It might not sleep through the entire night. It alternates between brief naps and short patrols, checking your breathing or moving towards subtle sounds. Some cats even place themselves between the door and your resting spot, a position of defense used only for their most trusted companions. This ritual is so subtle that most humans never witness it, but its meaning is profound. It's your cat's silent oath of loyalty, the final and highest form of honor it can express, not through affection, but through vigilance, not through closeness, but through protection. When your cat does this, it's declaring something few animals ever do. You are my responsibility now. It's the ultimate bond, where instinct and emotion merge into a single truth. You are not just loved, you are guarded. So the next time you wake in the middle of the night and see your cat quietly watching from the dark, don't mistake it for curiosity. That's your cat fulfilling an ancient promise, the promise to stand watch over the one it has chosen to honor above all others.
Every gesture you've just discovered, from the guarded rest to the night watch, is more than behavior. It's legacy. Each one is a trace of wild instinct, refined through centuries, carried into your living room as a quiet ceremony of trust. When a cat honors its human, it's not through dramatic affection or playful displays. It's through stillness, awareness, and presence. Through choices that carry emotional gravity far beyond what most people see. If your cat performs even one of these rituals for you, understand what it means. You've been chosen. You're not just the one who feeds or shelters it, you're the one it's pledged loyalty to in its own silent way. That's the purest form of respect an animal can give, the kind that expects nothing in return. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 signs does your cat show most often? Have you ever noticed any of these quiet rituals before? Tell your story in the comments. Your experiences help others see the depth of their own feline bonds. If you felt connected to this message, leave a like. It helps this community of cat lovers grow, and it tells me that these stories matter to you as much as they matter to me. And of course, if you love understanding the secret world behind your cat's behavior, subscribe now. Every week we uncover another layer of the feline mind, not through tricks or myths, but through truth, emotion, and genuine connection. Because to love a cat is to learn its language, and that language is silent, sacred, and unforgettable.